Good night to anybody watching this feed. I'm ROBBIISORROW. I would just like to inform you guys that this is a special feature for my friends, and none of you know this, but he's actually, I'd rather consider him a brother, like blood brother. I might say that again later on if he actually gets on, but anyways, let me add him to this. Tag my friend. There we go. Yes, I already started this game. I went through the. It was actually excruciating to get those touchdowns. They're very formidable freaking bunch to actually go against. I'm on franchise right now, and God, right now my franchise sucks. But I did restructure some of my parts where I don't have very good structure. I put some I got some new guys in there, like did some trades and everything, and I'm doing pretty good so far, but I want to do better. But this is one of the teams that I really never really wanted to go against, but the Panthers are actually a very, very good team. Very good in structure and defense and offense combined. And they're very hard to go against. But right now, we're doing really, really well. Whoa, they switched my quarterback. Let me look at that real quick. Oh, I'm on preseason. Okay. So Tannehill's out. He's a 78. Of course, yeah, this is Madden 19, so yeah, of course Tannehill's still part of it, which I am going to get in our new lineup in on it. But right now, this is the guy that I signed. He's a quarterback straight out of freaking college at this point. I signed him. He was a 76, so I'm okay with that. But this is also another one that I signed. He's not very good, but he's very structured. If you look at all of his rankings, all on Beyond that, it's actually kind of similar to everybody else's on how they are. So let's see if I can just do something with this guy, because my backup, and I don't like it. So let's see what we can do. Oh, they took out all my guys. I have Grant, Derby, Wilson, Gore, and well, I really like Mitski, so that's okay. And I like Frank Gore. Yeah. So I like this. Let's see how my second
They're doing
rounds
more than that,
go.
aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that is incomplete.
That was deliberate. That was deliberate.
During these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now, and with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go
usually
into the end zone
it'll
for a
bounce
touchback.
right in front of it, so I'm like, oh.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And he'll get only a couple
I saw
up
that
to the
coming.
22.
There was like 3 guys right there, so I couldn't make it.
But not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Brissett. Complete. This is Allen Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I can do the
13 yards
jump.
as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Brissett to throw on first. Oh, incomplete.
I knew it.
The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays.
You're supposed to have the curve out, but all right. Well,
and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 35.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Right when I caught it, just spin that shit.
There. 65
Ow.
yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Well, they went play action there and set it up.
I would like to
nicely
inform
for
you
him.
guys, I did get
fly,
a brand
and they
new
get him
controller,
downfield.
because this
And it
controller,
doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs.
right stick,
if you go play action, all you want
when you press
is
right
just a
on anything,
moment where the guys
on the right
covering
stick,
take their
it
attention
makes you
somewhere else,
do
and then
something
he's
and all
by 'em.
that.
And
It
once
just
he's by 'em,
continuously,
there's no catching 'em.
slowly
As they
moves
always like to
that
say,
direction.
if a receiver's
So,
even to a
I don't know
defensive
why,
back,
but that's what
that
I'm
means
using
he's
right
leaving.
now.
Unless that
But
DB
my
is
white
Charles
controller,
Davis, right?
my
In
brand
that
new
case, he left
controller
me a
is actually
long
charging
time
right
ago.
now.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Can't do anything about it, but
Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra
ooh,
point
dead
up
center.
and good by Sanders.
Wow, okay.
And the lead will swell by one more.
actually my previous
So the
2
drive
matches
there, 5
that I've
plays,
had
80 yards.
are actually
And
really,
it
really
ends
well.
with a
I had the
touchdown for
pregame,
the Dolphins.
and then I had 2 preseason games. The pregame was against the Patriots, and they literally gave us a play score. Basically saying they're allowing us to know their structure, and I was like, alright, let's do this. I think the weirdest thing, though, is
they will
that
send this one away.
they didn't do well.
More now on the return. Solid return.
It still
Pretty
was
good
me.
field
All
position.
right.
They'll start at the 32-yard line.
I had to skip away from that dude that was right in front of me. Ooh,
Carolina
nope.
getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him.
And the
There we go.
Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
By Taylor?
Oh, and
Damn.
after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
That's something I didn't want to do. That actually pisses me off a little bit. I don't ever want to injure a quarterback. Quarterback is the strongest point of a team, in my opinion. that's the structure of the team, and I just hurt their quarterback. That kind of pisses
Pass
me off.
protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
I knew it was a run.
Right at the 30-yard
But
line.
I saw that guy flinch
It'll
off
be a
to
gain
the
of about
right.
5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
No, don't
Well, they
do
certainly
that.
have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nope. He was out.
And 21 yards there as they convert on third. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Told you. His foot was out.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of
I
relief,
just ran
a
into
little
that.
vindication
I'm
as
retarded.
well, because every time you pull that red flag
Fuck
and
it.
throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right
Both
along
feet
the
in.
sideline. What a job of
That's
keeping the
how you
toes
do
in
it.
bounds there.
That was kind
And
of a
that one
bose.
results in
Like,
35
hey, look at these
yards.
arms, man.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how
I'm
about the
a
way they flip field
douchebag.
position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'll let y'all see. I think I can get it with this. Ooh, I got 2 in the back. 3 in the back. Okay. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
Play
I can do it.
action now. Brissett. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
So all I had to do was lob it.
A.J. Derby, 33 yards.
Thank you,
And
Derby.
the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the
By the
NFL
way, this
evolves.
is I just restarted my I had to reload all my shit on Madden, and this is the first time that I played on franchise, so it is easy, but that's not what I'm doing here. I'm actually structurally trying to figure out how I can destroy this team.
Out is the kickoff
Every
unit as
round,
they
I'm
run
looking
up
at
and send this
theirs,
one away.
and I'm looking at mine. I'm trying to figure out when I'll be able to
This one
go
taken
and
from
when
the
I
7.
won't be able to stand back.
And it's a pretty good
That's all
return
I'm
here
looking
as he'll
at.
get
It's
it
like
up to the
what I need to
29-yard
do
line.
to defy them a goal.
Carolina
That's it.
getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little
Like
bit.
when
maybe
I make
doubting because three
going to
straight
go for a
drives
goal,
have
yeah,
ended
of
with
course
them
that's
punting
what
the
I
football
want.
away.
That's what
Yeah, so you
everybody
start pointing
wants. So
fingers at each other
you
a
don't even
little
know
bit,
that's what
asking a
I'm
lot
doing.
of
But
questions. What are you seeing?
I
What are
don't
you
want
getting?
them
Maybe trying
to
to narrow
score.
down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler.
I want to
rather than
shut
more
them
complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
from making a one first down. That's what I want. No first downs. I start making first downs.
They
It's
go
hard.
play action here on 1st down. His throw
Catch it, you
incomplete.
douchebag. What the fuck?
It's
57?
always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you
Yeah, I
get
don't
the
know
ball
who the majority of
4
these
yards or
people
more
are
on 1st
anymore
down is what
because
you're
I
aiming
did
for.
do a lot of
They tried to
trading,
throw
so
for
I
it
don't know.
there.
I'm
Nice
just going to
effort
be
to knock
using a
that
lot of
one away and bring
numbers.
up 2nd down.
So just to let y'all know.
Now Heineke. And that's off the
What
mark,
is he doing?
Curtis
Why?
Samuel, the intended target. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right
What
there.
the
And it
fuck
turned into
is
an
this guy
ill-advised throw
doing?
into
Come
their
on,
zone.
just...
Well, we know he has confidence.
I actually
He'll
want
throw
him to
any
make
place,
one
anytime,
throw.
anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he
Just make one touchdown. I just want you to make one
before being
touchdown.
tackled.
That's it.
He goes for 18
This actually kind of
there
pissed
as
me
the
off.
drive will continue.
Throwing the fucking ball, like, not actually throwing the fucking ball, but throwing it to where they can't get it and stuff. Just calling it. That's what pisses me off. I want you to actually throw the fucking ball. So I'm gonna do this.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one.
They're gonna run
need to
again.
just put that aside.
All right, here we go.
And just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're gonna run
We're
again.
back now in Charlotte.
Okay, let's go back
And
to
this
that.
is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very
they're
one-sided
passing.
affair.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson.
No, go away
And he'll
from
get it
him.
out
What
to
the fuck,
midfield.
man?
Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now with third
I
down
don't
throw,
understand
but
what's
it
going on
misses the
here.
target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is
Okay, I'm gonna be just run.
What's going on, and they just play better and better.
This entire thing. I'm gonna run.
22-yard
Right.
punt, certainly not what he wanted, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set
whole
to
fourth.
take over with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe. Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball.
That's it.
Move it
I'm just gonna
downfield.
do
Run the clock
runs.
down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They run it with Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Right.
Hey, we got
See
4.
if we can make it.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short.
Oh
And
my
he's got
God!
some space
This dude is
here.
fast as
Again with a
fuck.
juke. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations,
Face mask.
players will tell
All
you
right.
that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gore. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Check safety. Flex round. Flex round. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Sponge.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Nice hit, boy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
They'll go option to the short side. He may try and run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
All
as
runs.
They just add to their totals.
You gotta be kidding me.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
I guess
and that will
they're not as good as I thought they were. I have a very good structure. I have a better structure than they do, but they do have the strongest defense at the moment in my franchise. Like, their defense is a 98. No other team has a 98. My team actually has the 4th highest on defense. Which is odd why I'm beating them so well. Well, actually, their offense is 75, so...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's see if I can get this done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here. And
trying to give him a penalty, score him up.
Does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times if we're trying to win a game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be
I try to score,
right
get him away, but all right.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough
2-minute
to
warning. Oh man, dude. Now I'm trying to let them score.
So
what the fuck?
Football as we welcome you back.
But man,
and let's see what they've come up with offensively
allow
after
them
having time to talk
extra.
it over.
Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The Dolphins
what
get
the
there
fuck
this
is
time
going
and they bring
on?
him down.
Oh, that's y'all's backup fucking quarterback. Yeah, he sucks ass.
That right
what the
now,
fuck?
That's
Why
a
am I
defeated
doing
team
this
out
on my
there.
own?
I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten
Here we go
right
now.
from the word go.
3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
All right, you know what?
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And
What
this
the
is gonna
fuck
be
was that?
incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
You know what?
They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this.
I'm doing it.
Late in the game on the road.
I'm going to take this
pretty
score.
good.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Right here, right now.
Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's
Suck
another
my ass.
touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning
I shouldn't say that no more. I shouldn't be cussing
I think
on
they
this
pretty much
footage.
locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher,
no,
the proverbial
that
icing
is
on the cake,
part
if
of
you
it.
will.
If you read my channel, I do curse. I do say some things. And that is something I can't control, and I should be able to allow into my channel. So therefore,
Sanders
yeah,
on
if
for
I
the
can,
extra point.
suck my ass. That's what I want. That's what I want to say.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell.
I
by
wanted
one
them
more.
to score. There's 33 seconds left. There's no way that they
Clean and
scored.
simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting
My
in the touchdown
defense right
on
now
play
is a
number 2.
98, by the way. I believe it's a 98. I don't believe there's any way I can actually look at it right now. Nope.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I may structure myself to be able to get them a score.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a pass.
See, that's
on
not
first
even
down.
me
It's knocked
interfering.
away
It's
and
just
incomplete.
letting it roll.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there.
I'm just going to try to do blitz
Yeah, fortunately for him,
let
got a
him
couple more
try
downs
to
to
make a
play
score.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Are you serious?
And his throw here's incomplete.
Is this a
Thomas,
secondary?
the intended target.
He
And it'll bring up
is.
3rd
He
down.
is a secondary.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
look,
That
see
looked
who
like an
it is.
ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I
Number
thought
6,
he might
yep.
get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Dude, my
Incomplete.
boy fucking drop kicked
Didn't have
that
a receiver
fucking
open
ball.
downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
I'm going
As
to give
he's
him
on
some
to punt
points.
for Carolina. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Yeah, baby, that's all.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of
Okay.
you
I'm
and
gonna
your
give him
team
some
in
points.
a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards. Trying to do too much. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
I give him some
Well,
points.
I
wanted him a touchdown. I wanted to get them a touchdown, man. That's
the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on
I have more
EA
than
Sports.
Oh, wow.
From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Cox. You're just a cock. Pun intended. Alright, well. Shit, man. I wanted them to have more. Obviously, they couldn't. But, anyways, Jared. I want to show you how good my structure is going so far on my matches, because I know how to pick and choose who I'm going on my team. Now, it doesn't matter about how strategy you use on your controller. It has to do with your strategy, with your people, with your team itself. You gotta get a structure that is solid. I put William in mine. My running game is almost impeccable, but I don't like using my running game, and you know that. Therefore, I added Getsky, but not the regular one. Not the regular part of him. I actually structured him. He has more training, in which he gains more XP every time that I play him. But then, off on the side, I have so many other features that you don't understand that actually build into where they're at. They no longer build who they are, they build the whole thing. So therefore, I'm ready to battle you. On game, me and you, head to head. We can do this. Let's broadcast how you can beat me, because I know you'll beat me first. But damn, all I need you to do is just show me that you're willing to do it, that you're wanting to be the best, and I'll take you down. That's it. Give me 3 games. That's all. First game, broadcast. Second game, broadcast. Third game, both of us broadcast. That's it. You'd be done. The only reason why I'm asking you to do this for me is because you're my bro, man. I love you. And this right here will show everybody else in the gaming community that I know what I'm doing. All you need to do is structuralize. And how you do it is let them beat you. So let's do this. Let's see if I can beat you the first time, actually. Because I'll still structure my shit around it. That's all I need. So let's do this, guys. Jared, challenge you. Let's do it. Peace.